Kahoot.com, and you log in. You create an account and you log in. Oh my God. Okay, so we'll say you want to create one. Right. So the one I did. So let's just put in a question. What's your favorite color? Okay. I'm going to answer very obvious questions here. And green. Okay. Now, and I'm going to say green is right. Because we all know green is right. Okay, so now that's all I do. I can put in a title and things like that. So now I can test it, but I can also play it. Okay, so if you want to be involved in it, open up a web. It's Kahoot.it. So if I say I want to teach, so if I suppose it's classic, okay, so it generates this game pin. So this is the one, 7321077. And so each of you now, if you want to, can type in that Kahoot.it and type in that number. And it's coming up now with different players. You all know the right answer. Yeah, you see it's wiped out after half a minute or something. Well, you can change the amount of time you're giving them. Show you another one that I set up that.
The experience of using it in classroom is, I think it's better because you have the music in the background.
Yeah.
And the students really like the music. I mean, on Bongo, I couldn't put the sound, but it worked well.
That's the music from, what's the game council?
Sorry, Mariana, can I ask a question about Kahoot? You know, at the start, we were asked to enter our names. You obviously can put whatever name you want, but I've only used it as a user. My kids do homework on Kahoot. You know, I haven't used it as a teacher.
Right.
So on the teacher end, do you see who answers what, or do you just get the statistics of how many got the right answer?
No, you get also based on the username, on the name they put there. You get some analytics. Yeah, you can see that.
Statistics who answered what.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Thing that I'm going to try and do and see does it work, and that is embedding pictures and video to see does that work. Have you ever done that, Mariana?
Yeah, with images. Yeah.
Okay.
It works well.
I think seems to work okay.
You can put like an equation and then you give more time maybe and wait for them to answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do this one again and we can just see if it works. Because
oh, sorry. No, I was going to say, while you're setting this up, I had used the polls. On the polls on Bongo, you can actually see who answers what.
You can.
So yeah. I often use it in class, for example, when they're working on lab sheet, and you know, you ask them how you're getting on, and nobody gives you any answers. So I put it in the poll and says, you know, which question are you on? Question 1, question 2, question 3, and then they don't see the answers, but I see the answers. Yeah. So I can vary. So that's why I was wondering, does Kahoot give you something like that?
It does. You can generate reports from it.
Yeah. Sure.
But I think one of the problems, sorry, do you mind just trying that one, 2030024, and we'll see.
Back out again, Patricia. Do we have to come back out again and do it again? www.kahoot.it, is it?
I don't know.
It is, yeah.
2030.
You can leave, come back in again. Okay, game pin. Okay.
See,
nothing.
one of the things you need to know is it easy enough to use for the students, apart from ourselves? Because it mightn't be worth following up. The thing about the bongo polls, I find, is if it's just a yes, no, or an A or B, if it's simple enough, then it's easy enough just to say what you want them to answer. But if it's something a little bit more complex, they can't remember what the options were. You have to keep saying the options. So this might be a little bit better for that. Okay.
Yeah. No, I can see it's certainly more. It's certainly more complex in what you can do. The looks of it, anyway. At least, yeah.
One of the things. So this one now is one I was starting to do for one of my classes. There's 2 questions in it. I could get the first one to work, but the second one not really.
We're back on the color again, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I have to select the right one this time, yeah.
this is actually a visual thing. Some people see blue and gold, and some people see some people see gold, and some people see blue on this particular dress. Okay.
Let's see. Hang on.
So
Second question.
Something that Kahoot considers as well is the time each student takes to answer. So that's also part of the score system. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's actually finished now. Marianne, do you mind just talking about your experience with that then?
Well, the guy that created Kahoot was my PhD examiner.
Oh wow!
Right.
So I studied a bit about it, but I used both. I used to teach maths for secondary school for transition year students, and I used with them, and they went mad. Like they really, really enjoyed.
Right.
And then I decided to test also with the students from last semester, which was like 4th year students, but they also enjoyed. So
that's a tough audience, Mariana. Yeah, that's a tough audience.
yeah. No, but they really. Then I asked them. I was very honest. I was like, "Listen, guys, do you enjoy it? Because if you say, oh, that's boring, that's for kids, I won't do it again. Because you have to put some amount of work on that." And they said, no, it's really cool, and it's more interactive than just watching you talk. And I was like, well, that's good, So at the end of the class, I just put some quizzes there, and they join, So it worked fine, yeah. And I think it was fine because they could do on the phones, or they could just use the computer. So I think it was okay.